Have you ever seen a player move so fast on the court that you can barely keep up with their every move? That's exactly what you get with De'Aaron Fox, the point guard for the Sacramento Kings. His speed is truly otherworldly, and that's not just an exaggeration. It's backed up by his numbers at the Kentucky Combine. But Fox's speed isn't just a number on a piece of paper. It's a game-changing ability that allows him to dominate on the court. So let's strap in and get ready to move at Fox-level speeds as we explore one of the most electrifying players in the NBA. We're going to take a closer look at the different ways De'Aaron Fox uses this outrageous speed to his advantage, as well as examine his overall skill set as a pro basketball player. And at the end, we'll talk about the incredible transformation we've seen in his on-court performance since his rookie season, now scoring over 20 points per game. But what's even more surprising is the underlying off-court reason he was able to make this quantum leap. So stay tuned because we're going to give you the scoop on that, as well as attempt to somewhat define his potential ceiling as a future all-star in the league. But before we dive into the unconventional story behind his transformation, let's take a closer look at his overall journey to the NBA and accolades he's been accumulating over the years. De'Aaron Fox was born on December 20th, 1997 in New Orleans, Louisiana. He played high school basketball at Cypress Lakes High School in Katy, Texas, where he quickly made a name for himself as one of the top prospects in the country. In his senior year, he averaged 32.1 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game, and was named a McDonald's All-American. After high school, Fox committed to play college basketball at the University of Kentucky. In his first and only college season, he averaged 16.7 points, 4.0 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game, and helped lead the Wildcats to the Elite Eight of the NCAA tournament. His performance earned him first-team All-SEC honors, and he was widely regarded as one of the top prospects in the 2017 NBA Draft. The Sacramento Kings selected Fox with the 5th overall pick in the draft, and he's been a key part of the team ever since. In his rookie year, he averaged 11.6 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 4.4 assists per game. However, he significantly improved his game during his sophomore season, becoming the first player in Kings franchise history since the steal was recorded to average 17 points, 3.5 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1.6 steals per game. And just the 9th player in NBA history to accumulate those averages during a player's first or second season. Since then, he's continued to improve and develop as a player, and is now widely regarded as one of the most exciting young talents in the NBA. Now, let's get back to Fox's outrageous speed. At the Kentucky Combine in 2017, he recorded a 3.18 second time in the three-quarter court sprint, which was one of the fastest times recorded at the event. However, many fans don't put much stock in those numbers. So how does this speed actually translate on the court? When it comes to using his speed to get past defenders, De'Aaron Fox is simply unstoppable. He's a master at using his quickness to get to the basket in the half-court offense. He's also a skilled scorer, able to use his quickness to get past defenders and score at will with a variety of moves and finishes. Whether he's driving to the rim from the top of the key or attacking from the wing, Fox is able to use his speed and agility to get past the first and second line of defense and finish at the rim. His quickness and agility allow him to blow past defenders with ease, leaving them in the dust as he drives to the basket. Watching Fox play, you get the sense that he's always one step ahead of his opponents, able to anticipate their moves and adjust on the fly. He's also a skilled ball handler, which allows him to use his speed to create space and get to his spots on the court. He can hit you with a lethal crossover, lightning-fast footwork, and a dizzying array of moves. This unstoppable offensive bag gives him the ability to easily create separation, get to his spots, and make the big play. But it's not just his speed that makes him dangerous. It's his ability to change direction on a dime, confusing defenders and leaving them guessing as to where he's going next. And when De'Aaron decides to go into attack mode, there's simply no stopping him. He's able to use his speed and quickness to get to the basket, draw fouls, and finish through contact. His ability to get to the free throw line is a testament to his aggressiveness and willingness to take the game into his own hands. And when defenses start to key in on his driving ability, Fox has shown the ability to knock down the mid-range jumper and even the occasional three-pointer. This makes him even more difficult to defend, as defenders have to at least somewhat respect his outside shot, and can't just sag off of him and wait for him to drive to the basket. And in transition, his speed allows him to turn on the jets and smoke other players down the court, creating fast break opportunities for himself and his teammates. In fact, one of his biggest advantages on the court is his ability to use his speed to create for others. When he drives to the basket, he's able to draw multiple defenders towards him, which opens up passing lanes and scoring opportunities for his teammates. Whether it's a kick out to an open shooter or a perfectly timed lob to a cutting big man, Fox knows how to use his speed to create opportunities for his teammates and make everyone around him better. But Fox's speed isn't just an asset on offense. While his defense may often be questionable and inconsistent, his speed gives him the ability to lock up when he wants to. His quickness allows him to stay in front of his man and disrupt his rhythm, and he's often able to use his speed to jump passing lanes and create turnovers. In addition to his speed, Fox's defensive ability is also helped by his long arms and good instincts. He's demonstrated the ability to anticipate where the ball's going and use his length to disrupt shots and passes. But perhaps the most impressive thing about Fox's speed is how effortless he makes it look. He moves so quickly and smoothly that it almost seems like he's gliding across the court. His speed is a weapon, but it's also a thing of beauty, and it's no wonder that he's quickly becoming one of the most exciting players in the league. And speaking of beauty, in a SportsCenter interview, De'Aaron stated that the underlying reason for his electrifying transformation on the court was by finding love off the court? Yes, you heard that right. Some are saying the Kings should include De'Aaron's wife in the contract, because De'Aaron stated that getting engaged in 2020 helped him get his life together. This guy came into the league moving so fast on the court, he had to get engaged just to slow things down. Planning a wedding will definitely do that to you. When De'Aaron Fox first entered the NBA in 2017, he was a promising but raw rookie with a lot of potential. From the moment he arrived, he was one of the fastest and most athletic players in the league. However, he struggled with some of the finer points of the game. In his third season, something clicked. Fox made a huge leap forward in terms of his scoring, averaging over 20 points per game for the first time in his career. But perhaps the most impressive thing about Fox's development has been his growth as a playmaker. In his rookie year, he averaged just 4.4 assists per game. That number jumped up to 7.3 in his second season, and he's continued to improve in that area since. Looking ahead, the sky's the limit for Fox. He's still only in his mid-20s and has already established himself as an all-star in the league. If he can continue to improve his outside shooting and leadership ability, he could develop into a truly elite player. His speed and athleticism will always make him a dangerous offensive weapon, but if he can round out his game in other areas, he could become a perennial all-star. One area where Fox could stand to improve is on the defensive end of the floor. While he has the physical tools to be a lockdown defender, he's been inconsistent in that area so far in his career. If he can become a more consistent and effective defender, he could become a true two-way force in the mold of players like Kawhi Leonard or Jimmy Butler. He's come a long way since his rookie season, and he's still improving. He's become a dynamic offensive player who can score from anywhere on the court and create opportunities for his teammates with his playmaking ability. If he can continue to develop his outside shooting and become a more consistent defender, he could become one of the best players in the league. Sacramento Kings fans should be excited about the future with Fox leading the way. Overall, we can safely conclude that De'Aaron Fox is one of the most exciting young players in the NBA, thanks in large part to his incredible speed and athleticism on the court. But he's more than just a fast player. He's also a skilled scorer and playmaker with the potential to develop a fully well-rounded game that could make him a perennial all-star in the league. Whether you're a fan of the Kings or just a fan of basketball in general, Fox is definitely a player to watch in the coming years.